Everyone, it's your favorite president speaking to you on a really great day of victory. 1 week ago, we had something called Super Tuesday, and it was indeed super because we won at numbers that nobody has ever seen before, records in virtually every state. And tonight, likewise. But this one got us over the top. The Republican National Committee has just declared us the official nominee. And so we're the official nominee of the Republican Party, which is a big deal. But most importantly, we now have to go into victory because our country's in serious trouble. We have millions and millions of people flowing in. We have no respect on the world stage. What we say doesn't mean a thing anymore. And to have that happen is unthinkable. We have an economy that outside of certain little areas is doing very poorly. Something very, very important. We have a United States military that has to be taken care of. Again, this was a great day of victory. Last week was something very special, Super Tuesday. But now we have to get back to work because we have the worst president in the history of our country. His name is Joe Biden, sometimes referred to as Crooked Joe Biden, and he must be defeated. Our nation is failing. We're a nation that is in serious decline. We've never had a situation like this where we're not respected, we're laughed at, we're considered almost a joke. We're going to turn it around. We're going to drill, baby, drill. We're going to close our borders. We're going to do things like nobody's ever seen before. And we're going to make our nation's economy be the best ever in the world. We had the best economy ever just a short while ago, and we're going to have that again to our country, but they're going to come in legally, and we're going to get your energy costs down by numbers that nobody would have said even possible. We have some sections of this country that are paying the highest numbers in the history of our country and among the most expensive energy anywhere in the world. And yet we have more liquid gold, I call it, under our feet than any other nation. Just 3 years ago, we were energy independent, and now we're going around begging for energy. So we're not going to have that anymore. We're going to have a strong country. We're going to have a respected country. We have to win an election, and we should win it by a lot because there's never been anybody worse at doing that job than Joe Biden. So we're not going to take time to celebrate. We'll celebrate in 8 months when the election is over. November 5th, I believe, will go down as the most important day in the history of our country. Thinking about it, start thinking about your vote because this vote is going to be the most important vote you've ever cast. And again, for this evening and for last week and for all the weeks before, for the tremendous success we've had in this primary, I want to thank everybody. But much more importantly, we have to get to work to beat Joe Biden, the worst administration, the worst president in the history of our country. They are destroying our country, and we're not going to let that happen.
Editor-in-chief of ByteDance is the secretary of the Chinese Communist Party cell embedded at the very highest ranks of the company. And he has been charged with making sure that TikTok and all products of ByteDance adhere to, quote, correct political direction. This particular bill ensures that ByteDance divests itself of the vast majority of the ownership of TikTok. Our intention is for TikTok to continue to operate, but not under the control of the Chinese Communist Party. When the app Grindr, a popular LGBTQ app, was acquired by a Chinese company, and the United States government determined that sensitive data of LGBTQ members of the military and U.S. government officials got into the hands of the Chinese Communist Party, they required divestment. This happened quickly. Why? Because Grindr was a very valuable social media company. Last week, under the leadership of the chairwoman, and the ranking member, they brought up for consideration our bill before the House Energy and Commerce Committee. On the morning of that vote, TikTok delivered a push notification and a pop-up to thousands of users across the country. They use geolocation data targeting minor children to then force them to call congressional offices in order to continue using the app. And in doing so, these children called and they asked the question, what is Congress and what is a congressman? This influence campaign illustrates the need for this bill. Thank you, and I yield back.
Gentleman yields.
A lot of shit pissed me off. Like, we got Joe Biden and President Trump now is going to be the two we pick from. We got a douche and a turd sandwich. It is what it is. I already did about 10, 15 minutes talking about this shit. People putting a family in position. That's what politics is. You know what I'm saying? So nepotism at its finest. You know what I'm saying? So when you over here talking about politicians and shit, and just know that they're not for the people. You know what I'm saying? These politicians are focused on big business. They're focused on big pharma. So if you're not part of big pharma, big business, you're most likely out the loop. All right. Now, if you got some money in some big business or some big pharma, you trying to sell some opiates to the kids, then we got you. You know what I'm saying? If you trying to like stop homeless shit, nah, we ain't gonna do that. But if you are trying to buy up all the homes from the people and have a monopoly on home ownership as well, instead of just having it on business and you know um, drugs, you know what I'm saying, we can actually have it on every fucking thing, and you will own nothing and like it. That's what Joe Biden has in store for you, and that's what most of these politicians have in store for you. I don't really know what you niggas is getting excited for, having Joe Biden or having Trump as president. These niggas don't give a fuck about you. And not only that, let us remind ourselves that these people want a monopoly on everything, all right? So we're not going to act like they're going to put somebody in position that's not supposed to be in position, you know? If it's a catch 22, tell me what he doing in 4 years that really drained the swamp. Tell me, because I already knocked over my damn camera. I was getting excited and, voicing my opinion. But really, what is he going to do? What is he going to do again? When he gets in office, what did he do for 4 years? Did he put his kids in position to eat? Did he do a Joe Biden and start funneling money to different places? Putting his kids in position? Talking about if you don't vote for me, you ain't black? Who the fuck you think you talking to, Joe Biden? You got shit fucked up? What are you talking about if I don't vote for you? I ain't black. You must be on crack. Then you must be talking to your son or something. Because you ain't talking to no black motherfucker that's in America right now. Ain't you the same guy that crime bills and prison reform and all these dumbass laws? Wasn't you the same guy with Obama that didn't do shit? Why is these motherfuckers so dedicated to people that ain't did shit for them? And then I'm saying, like, Joe Biden was the vice president. If he wanted to press an issue, nigga, that could have been the perfect timing. Now he had 4 years. Nigga, that could have been a perfect timing. Now y'all want him to do what again? Man, if y'all don't get this dumbass shit up out of here, you motherfuckers need to wake up, pay attention to what the fuck is going on, because these motherfuckers ain't trying to get you out no type of financial crisis that you might be in. These motherfuckers ain't signing no more stimulus checks. They bringing rent up, gas up, food up. Nigga, you fucked. If you ain't noticed what's going on, stop worrying about Trump. Stop worrying about Biden. Pay attention to maybe your local community government and try to change that. Tell them to change some laws in your fucking community where rent ain't so damn high. The bare minimum of fucking living shouldn't be affected by rent, food, gas, these shit, electric, water. These shit should be fucking free. What does Orlando Brown say? You trying to make us pay for shit that's free? You just harbored the electricity. God gave it to us. You just learned how to conduct it a little bit better. You know how to put it where it needs to go and conduct the electricity. But you're not the creator of it. You just know how to harbor it. But whatever, I digress. You motherfuckers keep on going for these politicians that say some fancy words. They just put their kids in position to eat all day. They're not talking about shit for y'all. They're not doing shit for y'all. And I'm trying to remain calm. But this shit pisses me off. And everything. I know. Everything pisses you off, little angry dude. I know. This is too much for me though. This is the bullshit I'll be talking about. When is the shit gonna change? It's not.